Hello my turtles, and welcome back to another video with me, Foxfit Crafts. Today's video is going to be featuring some holiday commission artwork that I got. So stay tuned if you're familiar with any of these fun robotic characters. First up on this commission list is Pomni from the amazing digital Circus. I am using my tablet to go through and sketch out Pomni to make sure that I like the pose, like the locations of stuff. And again, this is much easier with digital artwork. Like, I can go through and I can move stuff and adjust stuff. I don't know why my brain processes this easier than it does with like traditional art. Like, I know that I could erase and redraw, but something about doing it digitally makes it easier. And from there, once I was happy with my digital piece, I printed it out and just using my light board and my Bristol board paper, going through and sketching her out. I did debate with myself whether I wanted to do a thick border or if I wanted to do the pencil with the marker over top, and I really liked the way that some of my other pieces looked when I sketched it in pencil and then went over it with my marker, so I decided to go with that for this one at least, and we'll kind of see how it looks when I'm done. Once I'm happy with the sketch, I'm just gonna go through and using my markers, color over it. This is something that I tried on the Black Cat piece that I did and really liked how it turned out, and I figured I would continue that and do it on this. Sometimes, especially with like yellows, if I use the pencil to sketch out the piece and then use my liner pens to line it and then color it like a coloring book, the black will, cause the yellow. I don't know what it is about yellow. I don't know if it's just the color contrast or the pigments, but those two colors generally will like bleed together. And so by doing this, it helps my colors not to bleed with the liner pen. I did watch the first episode of this, I don't know if you would call it cartoon or webtoon. Very, very much has Jimmy Neutron kind of feel to it, like production, I guess. And I I don't know if they considered that a cartoon or not. I feel like they did because it was on Nickelodeon. But I don't know a whole lot about this show. I'm just going to refer to it as a show. I don't know a whole lot about this show. I was not following it anywhere online. I didn't know it was coming out. I actually just happened to kind of come across it on YouTube. Somebody did a review video of it, and then I saw where somebody had done a cosplay of it and was like, okay, I guess, yeah, I'll check this out. Super interesting concept. I'm curious to see how this goes. I have heard good things as far as this is something that is helping animators and helping to push that. I don't know what that means. I didn't watch the video on what it's doing for animators. I guess maybe it's something with like freedom, you know, or ability to actually show your show. I know a lot of networks are being bought and sold and consolidated, and certain networks are doing away with original concept animations. And so from what I kind of gathered all together is this show, because it was so successful for this first episode, it's kind of showing companies like, hey, people do want original stuff. So we'll see how this goes. I have so much on my plate all the time that I just can't keep up. There's so much content out there all the time, but I'm looking forward to it. It's got a cute, it's got a couple cute characters. I really like that this character, Pomni, is just a ball of anxiety. I very much relate to that. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Looking forward to it. I did talk about my liner pins and mentioned that. I decided for this that I'm not going to line it in black. I'm going to try lining it in colored pencil. And I don't know if it's just my colored pencils that I use or my sharpener, but goodness, this definitely was wearing down my colored pencils constantly. I just over and over and over was sharpening them, doing a couple lines, sharpening it, doing a couple lines, sharpening it again. So I will keep that in mind, that if I really want those kind of crisp lines, I've got to keep a sharpener on hand. There definitely was a lot of editing that went on. So I didn't do a time lapse on this. Instead, I recorded a video and then sped it up like 5 or 6 times. And I had to sit here and crop out every time I sharpened these pencils. I think, again, it's just if I want that nice, fine point to the pencil, I have to constantly sharpen it. But ultimately with this piece, it definitely felt worth it. And when I get to the end, y'all will get to see. I liked it better on this than I did for my black lines. I would be curious how it does look with the black lines, but I'm really happy with the purple colored pencil. Again, a little bit more work, but I really think that the person that commissioned this will enjoy it. I also used the purple to kind of add some shading to the rest of the piece. I think that having the purple lines with the purple shading really pulls it all together, and I'm really happy with how it looks. And I just used the Sharpie to darken a few areas, kind of give the lines some different weight here and there. But again, really helping pull that all together. And finishing up the background with just a lighter purple. I did realize that I kind of pulled my paper over to the corner, so I apologize for the camera angle. It's very hard to stay centered. I have a large workspace, and the way I draw, I tend to lay a lot of my hand on the screen, so I do apologize for kind of being off center here. Once I'm done with that, I will just add a couple little highlights to it, and then I will scan it in to show y'all the final results so you can see it up close and personal. Here we have the completed piece. Again, this character is Pomni from the Digital Circus, I think is what it's called. This is an art trading card size, 2.5 by 3.5 inches. So a very small and yet pretty detailed piece of art to be on such a small card. And this is, again, part of a holiday commission from one of my returning patrons or commissioners. As always, I thank everyone for tuning in. This patron has commissioned 7 different robot-themed sketch cards, so stay tuned for the video progress of all of those. And as always, you can catch me on any of my other social medias. I'm Foxfoot Crafts just about everywhere on the World Wide Web. And my commissions are open. So if you're interested in something like this, these look really good in a binder all together in plastic sleeves. If you have a particular theme or a character that you're interested in, let me draw that for you. So thank you again, and I will see you next time.